Good morning, YouTube. It has been a while since I have done a blubbering idiot alert, and I have ran into a blubbering idiot. I am here to respond. Now, this is actually another YouTube vlogger, and I just love responding to misogynist men. I love it. It's fun to me because I make a complete ass out of you every time you come for me. Every single time you come for me. Now, this particular misogynist that I am responding to um, actually left comments on the videos that I made about another black lady YouTube vlogger. So he left comments on that video, I guess evidently in support of her abortion or what. I don't know. I don't know why he decided to come for me on that video, or maybe the divine goddess just usually these men, which is why they choose to worship this male deity that likes to destroy children as well as women. Men like that, when they hear the divine mother speaking, when they feel her presence, they immediately lash out. That is just what they do. It brings that out of them, okay? This particular vlogger is the Reginald P. Jones Show. So, this is another self-hating black dude, okay, who whenever he sees a black woman with kids, it angers him. See, a lot of black people have a self-hating programming built into them. A lot of black people are, in fact, products of the eugenics program that was pushed heavily during the 60s and the 70s. Okay. Um, Really, actually, before that, but during the 60s and the 70s, um, when the feminist movement came to a head. Give me one second. I'm trying to hold on a minute. I don't know why I hate this shirt. See, my shirt is getting too big for me, guys. I'm losing weight anyway. During that time, abortion became very, 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 um, um, you know, widely practiced. It was something that, and it was really, really pushed heavily in the black community because there was a lot of black people who, society sort of saw them as the weaker race, as far as intellectually. So, it was really heavily pushed in the black community for black women to abort their babies. Okay. And a lot of feminists who are sadly mistaken. Yes, I think that abortion rights are important because if we are ever to, if we are, if we as women ever allow men to tell us what to do with our bodies, we are in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. And that's the only reason why abortion rights are so important. But the fact of the matter remains is that abortion is still a very patriarchal um, tool. It's a tool of patriarchy. And the reason why I say that is because men push for heterosexual relationships and they push for rape rights, but so because of that, they want to be able to dispose of these babies whenever they want, regardless to the fact, regardless of the fact. So, like for example, if you have a woman that was married and now she's divorced, or if you have a woman that was just in a relationship and not married, marriage is not always required. When you have a woman like that, and the man is sort of not in the picture. He doesn't really care about his kids. He doesn't do a damn thing for them. You have these idiotic men who like to question the life of your child and quite frankly would take that child out if given the chance. A lot of these men are really, really corrupt that way. And so abortion is absolutely a patriarchal dogma that was put in the minds of women, and it was, um, it sort of became a feminist thing. And, it really was not meant to be this way. I mean, abortion is being used literally as birth control just so that these men don't have to support their children, or just so that these women don't feel that their children uh, are, illegitimate. You know, in men made this so-called law of children being illegitimate, and because of that, it made a lot of women hate their offspring. It used to be a time in society where women did not have the right to have children without men. Okay. And now that women do have that right, you have these men that completely fight it. And you know what? As a result of these stupid values that make no sense, that have nothing to do with nature, that's why you got dumb bitches lighting their babies on fire in the middle of the street. And these men love it. They love that. Men like this guy I'm getting ready to tell you about, he loves it. Okay? He absolutely loves it. And he knew I would make a blubbering idiot alert about his ass because he's just, I'm so fucking stupid. You're a dumbass. Okay? Because you think you know me. See, a lot of black men have a opinion about black women, and they assume that all black women are the same. He accused me of smoking weed. He accused me of drinking. I don't smoke weed. I drink wine, but I hardly consider that to be drinking. I don't get drunk and pass out or anything like that. Not only that, motherfucker, do you pay my bills? Do you pay one goddamn bill up in my house? No, you don't. So do you have the right to tell me what to spend my money on? Do you have the right to tell me what to do? I'm a grown ass woman. I'm probably older than you. Show some respect, little boy, because that's all you are. You're a brainwashed little imbecile who needs your ass whooped, is what you are. Okay? Now, I am going to read you guys his comments, and I want you to see how stupid he is. Okay? Let me start from, let's do this in ascending order from the first comment that he left. He said, so you have 4 children, not married, and do you think it's better for your children not to have a day in, day out natural father in their life? I didn't say that it was better, but being that I am a good parent, and being that there are women that raise children without men, and being that I have a divine right to raise my children without men, no, I don't think that it bothers us at all. We're fine. Here's what I would like to say about that. When you are a freaking retard, I don't want to say retard, when you have a feeble mind, like a lot of these people that run around here judging women that are single with children, okay? He asked me, so you have 4 children and you're not married. Do you think that that's okay? Well, actually, I do think it's okay because there are a lot of people who are divorced or single with children. What does that mean? I mean, why is it that people hide behind marriage? People hide behind their relationships. What does that have to do with anything? See, this is a very immature individual. Okay? I'm 37 years old. Okay? There's always a above a 50% chance, even a 60% chance that even if I were married, the relationship would end. So when you look at it, you need to stop coming at women. This is stupid. This is stupid. All you are doing is creating hatred where there should be none. There are a lot of women that are married that are divorced with children, or that are unmarried with children. 9 times out of 10, if you are a guy that meets a woman my age, she's gonna have children. And it's like these men, they run around here and it's stupid. It's so dumb. Don't y'all see how dumb this is? This is dumb. This is so dumb. I have a fucking uterus. Of course I have children. What do you mean? And I would never sit up here and forsake my children for you ever. I would never ever explain. I don't have to explain myself to you. What do I owe you an explanation for having children? Are you fucking kidding me? It will never happen. You'll never get that. Only some weak Debbie doormat chick would do that. Would sit here and go, well, I, oh my goodness, it's just, oh, I know. I'm so bad. I'm so horrible. That's stupid. That's stupid, man. Okay, even if I were a younger woman when I was 20 years old, I didn't have kids. When I was 21, I didn't have kids. I had my first child when I was 24. Oh my God, you have children? Oh my God. Oh my God, you had sex? What? You had sex? You're not supposed to have sex? Oh my God. And you know that you're supposed to abort it because there's always a chance that that man could leave. So go ahead and abort your child. Go ahead and abort it because of the chance or the possibility that the man is not going to be a responsible father. So no woman ever, anywhere, should ever have children. Ever. Every woman should just abort their children. Just fuck it. The kids that's already here, just fucking abort them too. Just every woman just burn your babies out in the goddamn street like old girl did. Because goddamn it, if you ain't got no man, what the fuck? Okay? And even so, even if that were the case, even if I did give two shits about their father being in their life, okay, even if I cared about that, even if we were even tripping off of it, because really, literally, to be perfectly honest, is that a lot of these men, a lot of these fathers are non-factors because they just don't give a shit about their kids. So what are we supposed to do, Mr. Reginald P. Jones? Are we supposed to feel bad about ourselves and allow idiots like you to make us feel bad because there's no man? I tell you why don't you go ask that man? Then he got really nosy. Are all of your kids by the same man? No. And what's the point? How many different fathers do the kids have? See, he's talking to me like I'm some fucking welfare case. This is how black men are. Let me explain something to you, you little punk ass bitch. Okay, let me explain something to you. See, a woman has every right to be with a man, and if it doesn't work out, she has every right to either break up with or divorce that man and move on to another one. And sometimes children come out of that. Me personally, my grandmother was married 3 times. Okay? What difference does that make? What does that have to do with anything? So because I don't have this so-called cookie cutter lifestyle that you covet. See, these are the choices that you make for your life. So because I don't have a husband, which I'm gay, stupid. I'm gay. You want to know why I never could get in, stay in a relationship with a man? It's because it just wasn't meant. I was trying to live somebody else's life for so long until I realized, what am I doing? I don't even like these idiots. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you're like it's almost like he's trying to talk to me like I'm like, even if I did live in the ghetto, even if I wasn't educated, even if I didn't have my own business, even if I never was in real estate, even if I didn't make more money than him, quite obviously, okay, I'm pretty sure that I make way more money than him, okay, and that's why he's attacking me. See, this is why women and single mothers do not vlog on YouTube. This is the reason why. Because they suffer at the abuse of these fucking ridiculous people. Okay? Then he says to me, is the fathers in the kids' lives on a near daily basis? No, they are not. We don't even live in the same state. Now what? Now what? What? And you know what? I was going to make a video about a breakthrough that my son had with his father, but I'm not even going to do that shit because you know what? If I were to do that shit at this point, it would make it look like I'm trying to be accepted by any of y'all, but you know what? You can kiss my ass. I don't care about what anybody thinks of me. I really don't. Obviously, I don't. Obviously, I don't. You can't shame me for not having a husband, dude. You know what? You are retarded. You are a retard. You are really, honestly, and I've talked about this several times, you don't have the right to force yourself into the lives of women. It is not a requirement for a woman to have a man. That's not a requirement of life. We're not all bound in shackles. You know, oh my God, I gotta have a man or else I'm gonna lowly, lowly, low, lolly, lolly, low. Oh, and you think you have the right to come around me and talk to me like that because you got a little bitty tiny dick and you don't. So because I have a vagina, I'm supposed to have a man, or I don't have the right to raise my kids. See, this is something that is it is poison. It is poison. You know what I'm saying? It really is. Oh, and I'm not even done because he acted a goddamn fool. I am thinking, this is what he said. I am thinking, who told you to think? Because when you think, stupid shit comes out your mouth. So maybe you shouldn't have thought nothing. But then he says, I am thinking that maybe you don't actually care strongly enough for your children if the kids' fathers are not involved on a nearly daily basis. You see how he is one of those men that cannot take responsibility? So it's my fault. The fact that my daughter's father tried to kill my daughter and the fact that we can't have anything to do with him, that's my fault. It's my fault that he did those things. He's not really responsible. See, this is why black men are so disrespected on a daily basis, because where does your thought process come in, Mr. Reginald P. Jones? Where does, like you thought and stupid shit came out of your mouth, didn't it? If you knew anything, and if you knew anything about a lot of single moms, you know, a lot of us attempt to have positive co-parenting relationships with the child's father. And if it doesn't happen, whose fault is that? Who's there with the children? So I'm accused of not caring about my children, even though I'm the one that cooks for them every day. I clean for them every day. I see them every day. I talk to them every day. I tell them I love them on a daily basis, not just around Christmas or on a humbug when I'm trying to get child support taken off of me. I'm the one buying their clothes. I'm the one feeding them. I'm the one that takes them to the movies. I'm the one that pays for their school activities. I'm the one that does everything. But this stupid, blubbering fucking idiot wants to come and tell me that I'm the one that doesn't care about my children because I don't allow the father to come around. You know what you are? You are a sick, disgusting, and more than likely you're a goddamn pedophile. I ain't even gonna lie. Something's wrong with you. Something is really wrong with your brain. So let's say that a parent broke up with, let's say that, first of all, even divorced people, when they do visitation, the non-custodial parent is not around every day. I mean, it's nothing wrong if they are. I mean, you can work things out. You know what I'm saying? You can work things out to where the father picks them up from school or whatever, or does whatever for the kids, or comes by. But you know what? It's not like that over here, and it never will be, and we're fine with it. We're fine with it. And yes, I do have more than one father for my children. What's the point? Like what does that mean? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. Why are you even focused on that? The point is that I love my children and I support them. So the point of the matter is that how many women have you slept with, sir? Are you able to get pregnant from sleeping with those women? How many relationships have you been in? Just one? Just one? Well, you know what? If you do, that's your life. Maybe that's not what I don't like. That's not something that I give a shit about. That's not something that I care about. But the point is that because men are not the ones that, actually carry the babies, you know what I'm saying? Because of that, they look to the women, and they need somebody to look down upon. Okay? You're an idiot. Okay? You're a complete fucking idiot. For real. I'm going to keep it real with you. Then he says, if one cares about their kids, it's to their best interest, to have both a mother and a father in their lives near daily. That's not always true. There's toxic fathers all over the place out there. Like, where you been, under a rock? So I'm supposed to have an abusive alcoholic around my children that hid his drug habit from me. He hid a drug habit from me. I'm supposed. See, you know what? You're one of those lower vibrational human beings that your intelligence level is like I imagine that if we looked at your IQ score, you would be near retarded. Like you would be a retard because you don't know how to think. All you know is some fucking stupid fucking patriarchal dogma that puts you at the top of what? Then he said, also, here's another thing I want to say, is that these men, they don't do a very good job. They always pick these women. See, here's the thing. They always pick these women that feel that a man is more important than their children. So therefore, they are always made to feel more important. So it creates this divide against the woman and the children, and it makes the women feel as though their children are not legitimate unless the father is around. And quite frankly, these kind of men like him, they enjoy seeing women that can't fucking tie their shoes without a man standing behind them, talking about it's okay, go ahead and loop the loop. Then he says, I am not convinced that you are sound in your assessment of child raising and being a responsible enough adult to have your kids to follow. Well, you know what? That's your fucking opinion. And it's a stupid opinion. Not only is it a biased opinion, but it is also an unfair opinion because you don't know me. You don't know me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a child's rights activist. So being that I'm a child's rights activist, I'm not qualified to give a shit about kids, even though I have managed to raise my child for 14 years. I have a 14-year-old and I have a 13-year-old and a 12-year-old. I have managed to raise these kids all this time, but you didn't have the ability to do it. I don't think you're able to do that. But I've done it, dumbass. I've done it. Now what? Now what? It's damn near done. I got a son that's getting ready to go to college. He'll be 15 this year. What are you even talking about? He said, I will wait for your response in order to make a fully formed thought on you and your situation. Trust me, dude. I don't give a shit about your approval. I don't care about your, like, seriously, did you really honestly, have you looked at my videos? Have you heard about me? Like, you really think I give a shit? Like, you're a dumbass. Do you think, look, this is what I say to women all the time. You got people on YouTube like Tommy Sotomayor and you who seem to think that children are illegitimate without you, even though they have a parent. See, for me, I'm a humble person and I know the truth. And I know that if something would have happened to me or if I wouldn't have been able to take care of my kids, if the father was able to do that, then I would, I would just feel good in knowing that the father was able to do those things. You know what I'm saying? But you have this perpetual need to go around and go, it's got to be a happy family with the man and the woman. It's not always going to be like that. And my family is happy. I'm pretty sure that my family is way more happy and functional than yours is, which is why you felt the need to come on here and attack me. Then he says, I use your words in this video as to come to the initial thought I have about you. Because I made a response to somebody and I told that person that abortion was wrong and that I would never abort my child, okay, because I don't need a man to raise my child. I'm going to always have a positive attitude. That's basically, if you go look at that video, it's unlisted now, okay, but evidently people must be sharing the link, and then here he comes. Then he says, first of all, let me explain something to you, okay? I am a witch, and I am also a daughter of Yamaye, okay? I am mother to all. I am your mother, okay? You are a product of a woman. You came out of a woman's womb, okay? Without the womb, there would be nothing. He has the audacity to tell me, what kind of spiritual woman are you? A very spiritual woman. You sound like a fucking monster. That's your opinion. Okay? That's your opinion. Then he says, Raven certainly has her problems and anxieties, but you are no better. I don't need for you to I don't need your validation though. That's the thing. I don't need it. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? You have your opinion, I have my opinion. You think I'm a monster because I got in her shit about and see, this is what I'm talking about. You stupid people want to keep this shit going. Okay? I don't even want to talk about her no more. I have really nothing to say about her anymore. I've already said what I've had to say about her. But because you are ignorant, you want to keep shit going. Okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll bite. Okay? Me telling her to not kill her baby and call it a parasite, that doesn't make me a monster. And you know what? The only reason why you see me as a monster is because I yelled in that video, "Oh my God, I didn't act like Miss Prissy bitch." That's not what I am. I'm a warrior. I am a fierce protector of children, and I am a fucking warrior. I don't have to be your I don't have to be acceptable in your eyes and carry on this personification of a little dainty woman. That's not me. If you don't like that, then get the fuck on. And see, there's nothing spiritual about you, dummy. You think it's right for anybody to go around? You don't think that's why people are setting their babies on fire? You don't think that's why people are throwing their fucking babies off of bridges? You know what? I don't give a shit. I yell and scream about it all day and night. Call me a monster. Call me a monster. But we all know the damn truth. It's people like you that are the goddamn monster. Because you don't give a shit about children. All you care about is the next person and making sure that your dick is wet every damn day. That's all you care about. All you care about is your goddamn agenda to keep a woman at home with you because there's nothing worthwhile about you. Outside of shaming a woman into being with you, you would never have anybody in your life. You say all these things about me. Why do I have men and women that love me that are in my life? You don't know who's in my life. You don't know who is around my children. You don't know. You're just making an assessment based upon a video that I made where I said I don't need a man to raise my children, and I don't. If we needed men to raise our children, men would be having babies. Can you have a baby? Can you grow a baby inside of your womb? Do you even have a womb? No, you don't. So you don't have the right to come and tell a woman when and how she can have a child or what's going to happen to that child. You have no right to do that. Then he says, I find you worse than she. Okay. He said, you are a selfish woman who deprives her children from having good homes and a productive upbringing by having a day in, day out father in their lives. You're so dumb. You know that. Let me say this to you. Okay. My children are in a good home. Okay. My children are happy. They're vloggers. Go look at their YouTube videos. My kids are extremely happy. I have a son that plays music. I have two daughters that are amazing. I have a 2-year-old. My family is fine. You are the one that has a fucked up family. You're the one. I can guarantee that it's something about you. You're either raping or molesting your kids. Something's going on with you. I can feel it in my spirit. I really can. Something ain't right with you because you seem to think that the only households that are happy are households with people that have penises in them, which means that you are obsessed with your own penis. And I'm sure that you make everybody in your household worship your penis. I know men like you. Trust me. Don't come for me, for real. Then you say you are a terribly selfish and destructive woman. How am I? I'm destructive, who has only thought of herself to a point and hasn't thought well enough to want for her own kids. Really, you done came with some completeness that, really, see, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of you men out there, you cannot look at a person and make a proper assessment of them. You really can't. Like really? I'm looking around like, are you talking about me? Really? Then he says, the nurturing and love of a good man for her kids. And I am guessing that from the absurd and animalistic yelling that you probably suffer from borderline personality disorder. No, I don't. There is nothing divine about your deeds. Yes, it is. You are certainly entitled to your thoughts against Raven, but you should stop hurting your children with this insipid idea that having a man in the kid's life is a bad thing. I never said having a man in their life is a bad thing, you fucking blubbering idiot. There's plenty of men in their life. What are you talking about? There's plenty of men in my kids' lives. What does that even mean? That doesn't mean anything. See, you people like you have extremely low self-esteem because this is your like what else do you like? Can I went to your channel and I saw that you do make videos, okay? Do you know how to say anything intelligent? Oh, to my friend simping. Yeah. I already know. I already know what you're about when you use that word. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. I already know what you're about just by looking at the titles of your videos. Then you said you are wait a minute, hold on. Your selfishness and your bullying makes you a bad person. Whatever. I didn't make a video response to anybody until she came for me. And see, why is it that bullies are always accusing people that are not bullies of being bullies? I'm not a bully. You know what I'm saying? I defended myself against somebody that made a dumbass video about me. Then he said, I hope you are a far better mother, which you clearly aren't a good mother. So he said he hopes I'm a good mother, but I'm clearly not. Then you are a spiritual being. I find you utterly disgusting and vile. You need to be investigated. And you yourself need to be evaluated for competency. Dude, you can't even make it you can't even you don't even know right from wrong. You don't even know good from bad. You know what? You know why you're on her side on this? Is because like a lot of men, you think that your presence makes children legitimate. And if you're not around, guess what? Those children might as well just be dead. That's how you are. That's you. That's why you're taking up for her. And you know what? You're backwards. You're backwards. Okay? You are a man. I am a woman. I have a uterus. You don't have the right to tell me what's good, what's best for my children. Okay? Only I have that right. And I realize that there's not enough single moms on here vlogging, okay, that you can go around abuse, right? I understand I'm the abuse dumping ground. You know, you people come around here and you talk shit about me. And you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because you're basing this on your crackhead mama because your mama was a crackhead and your mama didn't do a good job raising you. Not only that, even if, you know what, if you were in a two-parent household, trust and believe the shit was dysfunctional. And you told yourself, oh, this is right because I'm the man and this the man. You know, you stupid. You're stupid. For real. You just made the dumbest, like, really? Then he says, your kids are all crying in the next fucking room. It's a child. They cry sometimes. They do that. See, this is why men don't need babies. And, as soon as the kids start crying, y'all freaking out. Oh my God, the baby's crying. Oh my God. Calm down, you fucking blubbering idiot. First of all, and my kids were not crying in the next room. They were not crying. I have teenagers. I have preteens, okay? Preteens don't cry, okay? My son is always around when I'm making my videos, and he just so happened to be in the other room with my daughters, okay? He's not in here now because I try not to vlog because it's distracting when you try to vlog with your kid in the room, okay? But other than that, I have children. You know, black men have this thing about them to where you got kids in the back background. You need, like, a lot of you black men, I am not joking. You guys really, honestly, you need to go back and you need to think and you need to assess what is going on in your mind to where you cringe when you see a black woman with children. You automatically assume black women with children are on welfare, or that they're not intelligent, or that it's something wrong with them, or that they're single. You know what I'm saying? You automatically assume that. You assume that I was single just because I said I don't need a man to raise my children. I can say that all day and night. Doesn't mean I'm single. Doesn't mean that I don't have a man in my life, does it? As a black man, I'm going to tell black men right now, you need to go and you need to realize how much Ebonics has really messed y'all up. It has really messed y'all up. Because when you see a black woman, when you hear black children, you just automatically, you just automatically, why do y'all do that? Why do y'all lash out when y'all see a black woman with kids? Like, let's say that I was married. So every single video I got to come on here and go, oh, how y'all doing? Oh, my husband. Man, get your fucking life, dude, for real. Get your fucking life. Then he says, this is funny. It's obvious that I'm in need of medication. You should definitely stop smoking so much weed and drinking too much alcohol and whatever other shit you do. So now I'm a drug addict. I don't smoke weed. I smoke mugwort. It's a herb, but I don't smoke weed. When I moved to Washington, I might dabble in some weed every now and then, but I don't smoke weed. So, like, see how he stereotyped me like that fucking quick? Like, just because I didn't come on here and go, yes, I just want to come on here and, I'm Kate Middleton and, dude, shut your stupid ass up, because you know what? 9 times out of 10, when when you're doing something horrific to a child, you prefer a woman that's going to sit there with her goddamn thumbs in between her twiddling her thumbs. You would prefer a woman to do that. A woman like me, if you touch my kids, I'm going to fucking snatch your goddamn throat out. And you hate women like that. Of course you hate women like me. Of course. And oh my God, you're disgusting. You took up for children. Oh my God, no, it's all about the man because I'm insecure. Especially I'm a black man. I'm a black man and I'm insecure, and you're not supposed to care about. You're supposed to put me before children. It's always God and then the man and then the mother and then the child. Otherwise, if you're not doing it like that, it's not real. Oh my God, it's horrible. You're horrible because you told another woman, which is none of your goddamn business anyway. That was between me and another woman. See, if more men would start talking to each other and start telling each other how to be decent individuals, maybe it wouldn't be so much back and forth and fighting between men and women. Maybe it wouldn't be so much divorce. Maybe it wouldn't be so many women fleeing and hiding from men stalking them and beating them up and their children. See, you came to me with all this fantasy shit, but on the other side of that bullshit fantasy that you portrayed about a good father, how many good fathers do you know? How many? How many good fathers? 5 out of 10? 4 out of 10? How many do you know? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And for real, a lot of y'all don't even really know the exact meaning of a good father anyway. For real. Then he says, you obviously resent them for being born. What? You see how people want to come around and project their own shit on you? As much as I come on here and talk about how much I love my children, and as much as I come on here and I educate women and I defend children from being called bastards, and I tell women to do the exact opposite, I would never resent my children being born. I would never do, what the really? Like, oh my God. Wow. See how they do that? And it's something wrong with people that do that. Okay, so then he says, I obviously resent them for being born. You're wrong. It's not, I don't obviously resent it. Like seriously, come on. Oh, and then he said something about a welfare check. I'm not on welfare. He said, I am disgusted by you. I need to know where you live at so I can have the cops do a welfare check on you. Oh, okay. I thought he said, okay. And maybe even child protection services. Then he says, he says, tell me your whereabouts. Tell me whereabouts you live at, please. Someone tell me. I will not sit here idly by and let you neglect those children any more than you already have. I don't neglect my children. Just because you had a horrible mother and just because the mother of your children is probably not a good mother, I don't know where you're getting that from, but that is not me. Okay, you are projecting your own shit and your own retarded ass perceptions onto me. Okay, but just because I yelled out, so and this is I was talking to my friend about this. I was talking to Antoine about this, about how, you know, y'all don't seem to have a problem when a man starts yelling and preaching, because I was preaching. Okay, I was preaching to that woman. You know that y'all don't have a man, y'all don't have a problem when it's a man at the pulpit preaching about how it's okay to rape children and women. You don't have a problem with that. But when a woman starts yelling and screaming and letting out the war cry of the divine spirit, you got a problem with it. You got a problem with women that are defending children, and then you want to come and put your crap off on me, dude. You know what? Somebody needs to look and see what you're doing. Because 9 times out of 10, when you pointing the finger at somebody, you need to look at your damn self. For real. The reason why I was going off on that young lady is because she was going around calling little babies ugly little bitches. So because I defended children, this man says that because I defend children and because I defend my own, I take care of my own. They get all of their support from me. I work hard for my kids. I work hard day and night. Because of all of those things, I'm neglecting my kids. I'm horrible. I need CPS called on me because it's neglectful. And I'm a monster and I'm this and that. I'm a monster because I defended children. I'm a monster because I said that an unborn child is not a parasite. I'm a monster because of that. That's what he said. And you wonder why this world is so fucked up and backwards. It's because of men like him and women like him with that backwards way of thinking. Okay? Let me tell you something. My children will I you know what? I'm gonna digress from even saying what I want to say to you, but trust me, I got this. Okay? I'm a natural mother. I always have been. And you know what? If you have a problem with that, you need to look to yourself. You need to figure out why you even came to me and said all of this shit. For real. You need to figure out why. Seriously. I love children. I would never abuse and neglect a child. And I'm so sick. You are the second black person that has came to me saying this shit. And I think that you people are projecting your own fucked up childhood onto me. That has nothing to do with me. I am not your mother that abused you. Okay? I was yelling in that video, but I was not yelling at my children. I was yelling at a woman that called a child a parasite. Okay? I don't know. See, people like you don't understand people like me because you are just a basic brainwashed individual. That's all that you are. You know what I'm saying? You're like, does you have a man? Well, fuck that bitch. Well, she got it. You stupid. You're stupid, man. Just stay in your fucking lane. Okay? Next time you come over here and try to make assessments of people, and trust me, I'll never give you my address. Never. You'll never know my address. For real. And you know what's so sad is that, you know, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, even when it becomes quite obvious the amount of money that I make, even when I have a house on the beach, even when I have those things, you know, you people are really going to start attacking me. That's what's so sad about it. That's why I have to get up and I have to do daily affirmations, because you people are sick. You people are sick. This is why women watch my videos in confidence, because they know that as soon as they start speaking out to defend single moms and to help children, it's sick ass people like you that's gonna say no. We are the men. Our deity has told us to destroy children, and that's what we have to do. So anyway, you have no authority over me. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You wouldn't know. You can't do a eighth of your brain. You wouldn't be able to do you don't use all of your brain. Like you don't even know it. You're feeble minded. That's really the only thing I can say about you, is that you're a feeble minded idiot. Seriously. And that's all that I want to say. Peace out and blessed be.